Hey everyone, it's Ryan here. So this is my predictions video for WWE Extreme Rules 2021, which takes place tonight. There are, I believe, 6 matches on the card. Which is quite surprising because normally they tend to put 10 matches for God knows what reason. 6 matches on the card. They probably learned from NXT saying that you should have quality of matches rather than quantity, although some of these will be questionable. So, first match we've got Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch returned at SummerSlam, in a shock return. Had an impromptu match with Bianca Belair for the championship, won within 20 seconds. And the build-up has been Becky Lynch essentially with a heel turn, saying that fans are ungrateful, and while she's been trying to be a mother at home, they've been begging her to come back and all this stuff. Bianca saying that she wasn't ready for Becky, and now that she's prepared, she's gonna, she took her lightly because it was like, oh, she's back, she was a friend, and now Bianca's gonna, not take it more seriously, but be more prepared and be more ready for it. I have got Becky Lynch to retain. I feel like it would be a bit weird to just throw it back on Bianca, because then it just feels that whole title loss was for nothing apart from a ratings boost. I've got Becky Lynch to retain. Maybe. I think one of the storylines they got going on is Naomi wants a shot at the title at some point. I think based on another match that's going on here, maybe there'll be someone before that. And I'll get to that. But I've got Becky Lynch to retain. Damian Priest defends the United States Championship against Jeff Hardy and Sheamus rather than just a straight rematch. So I've got Damian Priest to retain. Jeff Hardy beat Sheamus to get into the match itself. I think Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy, originally it was going to be them facing each other. The winner then gets a US title shot, and then for some reason they've decided that Jeff Hardy is now added as well, which I'm fine with. Normally a thing that bugs me, sort of like with the previous match, is when they have a rematch, just basically the other person is a champion now, just for the sake of having a rematch. So having Jeff in there is a nice twist. We've seen what Jeff and Damian Priest can do in the ring together. We've seen what Sheamus and Jeff can do in the ring together. We've seen what Damian and Sheamus can do in the ring together. So I'm very excited to see what all three of them do together. Damian Priest, these past couple of months, has definitely upped his game. He had the benefit of being aligned with Bad Bunny in the Rumble build-up all the way to WrestleMania. Then he just flaunted for a bit, and then ever since his US title reign, he's definitely picked it up again, which is quite nice to see. I think this is going to be a really good match. I've got Damian Priest to retain. Maybe I feel like Sheamus is going to hit the bro kick on Jeff. Damian Priest will then slide in and hit I think it's called the Reckoning, essentially the Crossroads. Probably pin Sheamus that way. I think apparently Sheamus has re-broke his nose as well. They took the mask off him and then he broke his nose again. So whether that comes into play, I don't know. Next we have Charlotte Flair defending the Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss. This has essentially been Charlotte saying, oh, no one's capable of challenging me, I'm the queen, I'm the opportunity, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. Alexa Bliss came out essentially said, oh, me and Lily just want to say hi, and then she made a Charlie doll. They've had these whole segments. Apparently a lot of fans walked out during the segment last on Raw. It could just be a lot of them thought of it as the bathroom break, because there are a lot of times in shows where you go, okay, I'm not missing much, so I'm just going to, basically go to the bathroom. And maybe a lot of people just have the same idea. I've got Charlotte to retain with this one. I feel like Alexa could come close, but I feel like they'd want to keep it on Charlotte. Maybe have Charlotte versus Becky Lynch at Survivor Series, I don't know. I feel like you got the whole Alexa thing going on, and no one's beat her for a while, but I feel like they'll, for some reason, just let Charlotte beat her because it's Charlotte Flair. Regardless of what's happened with her dad and the whole Dark Side of the Ring episode from a couple of weeks back, I believe, I think they'll keep the title on her and try and say when anyone brings up Flair in wrestling, they'll think Charlotte Flair and not Rick. So, next we have Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship against Finn Balor, or Demon Finn Balor. On Wikipedia, someone's put it as John Cena, don't know why. It's an Extreme Rules match. Weirdly enough, on the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, this is the only one with a stipulation, and it's an Extreme Rules match. I feel like they might do the same with Hell in a Cell, where it's like one Hell in a Cell match, and it's the main event. Although I think they've already had Hell in a Cell this year, if I remember correctly. Probably not. I can't remember. I've got Roman to retain. I feel like Demon Finn coming back. Maybe if Roman beats him, it does get rid of the Demon Finn Balor for maybe for good. Finn has said himself it's a bit more diminishing every time he keeps coming back, and it feels so weird that like he has to resort to this demon to win, and it's like, well, if he has to resort to this demon, why doesn't he just do it all the time? So I feel like Roman could beat the demon this way. There'll be a moment, like in a lot of Roman matches, where he'll come really close and there's that brief moment where you go, oh, we could lose it. Sort of like what Brock had a few years back, like against Finn, against AJ, against Daniel Bryan, like even against Rey Mysterio. There's that moment where like, we know Brock's going to win, but what if he doesn't? You know, what if there's that moment where he actually doesn't win? Right, Roman's doing that right now, and it's great to see. But yeah, I've got Roman to retain. The Usos defend the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. These two teams have great chemistry with each other. I feel like it's going to be another amazing match to watch. But I've got the Usos to retain. I want the bloodline staying strong. Usos, Roman with the titles. Maybe Naomi joins the bloodline because she is married to Jimmy Uso, I believe. And then she could win the SmackDown Women's title. You have the faction holds all the gold thing, very similar to the Corporation back in the 2000s. Or it's like, I guess, maybe in OADX, I guess. It's like when Triple H was champion, Steph was champion, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn were champions. I can't remember if they're part of the Corporation or not back then. But yeah, so I've got the Usos to retain that one. And then finally, the one to me with the least interest, I get why they're having a match on the pay-per-view, I guess story-wise, but it really feels like the odd match on this card. Not for the fact that there's no championship on the line, but it's just something that could easily just happen on SmackDown. It's Liv Morgan versus Carmella in a regular singles match. I believe the story to this one is Carmella keeps running out on like tag matches and stuff, so Zelina kept getting pinned by like Liv or I think like Tony Storm was one of them that pinned Zelina. Like Liv beat Zelina in like maybe 1-on-1 at some point. But basically Liv said she's tired of Carmella running away and thinking she's the prettiest girl of them all. So we're going to have a match at not Survivor Series. I don't know why I said Survivor Series. I've got Survivor Series on the brain. Yeah, have a match at Extreme Rules. I've got Liv to win. I feel like they're slowly building Liv up. I feel like after this match between Becky and Bianca, I feel like Liv might have a title shot. I don't know, maybe she will. But I feel like they're trying to build Liv up as a contender, which is fine. They need new contenders. I don't think we can just rely on Becky and Bianca and like, you know, Sasha and Bayley. I think Bayley put a tweet out earlier saying that like, oh, if anything, I'm ready. Like maybe she's ready for a comeback. Maybe she's ready for something else. Like she hasn't put the context, so it could just be people reading into it. Like a lot of wrestlers do this because they know how a lot of fans work. They will look at some words and just go, this is what they mean, let's report it and blah 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 and all this stuff. And it's like, it could literally just be anything. But I've got Liv Morgan to retain. So my predictions for the show are Becky Lynch, Damian Priest, Charlotte Flair, Roman Reigns, the Usos and Liv Morgan. So essentially every champion retains, Liv Morgan wins. Yeah, it takes place tonight. Thank you for watching this. Do be sure to follow my socials. I've got Array Gaming promo code Ryan Billington for 10% off. Behind me, which you can't see. Yeah, I'm not doing very well. It's caught in the sofa. Array Gaming, 10% off. This is the basic shirt, but there are a lot more to on the site. A lot more. Like, I'm not going to say interesting because like something about the logo is quite nice, but there are like other like gaming merch on there. But yeah, promo code Ryan Billington, 10% off. You're already watching this on YouTube, but I might as well put it out there. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, rbillington94, twitch.tv/rbillington. Be sure to give me a follow and send me any messages or comments or anything. You're always welcome to. Thank you for watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.